is 18 years old. She is a Shires Dale Cross. Magic is now retired, but Magic we use still a little bit for in-hand work and grooming. Magic's big goal this year is to compete at the local level in in-hand showing. Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Pandora, otherwise known as Dora. Dora is 15 years old. She is a Shire, and Dora we use for dressage, and she is this year going to be coming back learning how to jump so that hopefully she can compete in show jumping this year. Dora's a very, very gentle young lady, and the thing that Dora likes more than anything else is a great big good scratch. This is our Barbie pony, Miss Molly. Molly is 12 years old. She's an American Golden Palomino. Molly does jumping and jumping and jumping. She will do dressage, but she doesn't really like to do it. Molly is such a pretty girl with such a great big huge jump on her. This young lady is June. Her full name is June Storm. She is our foal. June is now 19 months old. Right now she stands at 14'2". We're expecting her to grow between 16 and 17 hands tall. The thing that June likes to do is escape, and she also likes to jump. June already can jump our field gates, so we've got a big future for her. This young lady is Annie. She's June's mom. She's an Irish cob. She is 8 years old. We got her from Ireland 2 years ago, and she came with a little surprise, didn't you? Annie has been working hard in the school. She's learned how to do dressage. She's currently learning how to jump. Annie's got a big future in front of her for a young horse. This pretty lady is Rosie, or otherwise known under her show name as Trefan Pert. She's a Welshie. She's 12 years old. She is actually a leather bay because she has a reddy brown fur and a black mane and tail. We use Trefan Pert, or otherwise known as Rosie, in our in-hand competitions because Rosie is not particularly fond of being ridden. Okay, I think everybody knows this young lady. At 30 years old, this is our Dottie. Now, Dottie has the distinct honor of having taught over 1,000 children to learn to ride. If you rode at Sunshine anytime between the ages of 3 and 7, you probably rode Dottie. Now, Dottie is not quite retired. She does some lead rein, and she does some grooming, and she does some walk-along things. But basically, Dottie doesn't jump anymore because at 30, she's done it. This is another one of our Facebook babies. This is Highland Crystal. She is now 15 years old. She is a Highland pony. She stands 14 one-hands tall. Crystal is a show jumper, and she does dressage by Duras. Crystal has also won the Accumulator Cup, so she's quite a girl. This young man is also an internet sensation. He's got his own movie on YouTube. This is Mr. Pasha. Mr. Pasha is he's now 8 years old. He's 8 years old. He is a Dartmoor pony. He is a pretty good young man. Yes, he's a pretty chunky monkey too. Now, Pasha can jump, and he has actually been known to jump as high as 85 centimeters. Mostly Pasha jumps 40 centimeters. Pasha is brilliant in dressage, and Pasha works mostly with our smaller riders who have just begun. He works in lead rein, beginner, and advanced beginner classes. This young lady is actually named Amethyst because she has blue eyes. And that's actually quite rare. She is a 8-year-old Shetland pony. She works in-hand. She can be ridden, but she needs to have someone who's got a little bit more strength and knowledge to be able to ride her because she's a Shetland. And when a Shetland decides it's going to go, it goes. This is one of our most popular ponies on the yard. Her name is Callie. Her show name is Hazel Hill Candy Floss. This young lady is a jumper. This young lady does dressage. This young lady does in-hand. The only thing this young lady doesn't really like to do is cross country, but she'll do it if you ask politely. She's competed in all our shows, including the Accumulator Cup. Callie is 13 years old, and Callie is a New Forest pony. Okay, everyone, I'd like you to meet Stan. Stan is a 17-hand painted cob, and he is a show jumper, and he does a bit of dressage. Stan is 11 years old this year, and we have great hopes that he will go on and really come into his jumping phase with a lot of great show competition. He has already competed in all our usual ones, including the Accumulator Cup. Okay, now you should have seen this guy on Facebook a lot. This is Tango, or Chestnut Colt 13 when he's not at home. This is Beowulf's show jumper, and this is an affiliated horse, and this guy jumps. He jumps to 120. Our main goal nowadays is to try to keep him from jumping the field fences, which he decided last week he was going to do. He's quite a big boy. He is 13 years old, and he still has a big future in front of him. This is Benjamin, Mr. Ben. He is a 17 two-hand Irish sport horse. He jumps everything. He jumps as big as Tango does. He also is much better at dressage.
Lies.
He is 13 years old, and we, again, like Stan and like Tango, see a big future for him. I'd like to introduce you to Henry. Henry is 9 years old. Henry is a Trakehner, and the one thing Henry is a jumper. Henry loves his jumping. The other thing Henry loves to do is to go fast. Henry has won on a couple of occasions our annual day at the races. Henry is gentle, he's kind, he's sweet, and we just love him to bits. You're just an amazing baby. This is my baby. I'd like you to meet Charlie's Gold. Charlie is 16 years old. He's the largest horse we have on the yard, who stands at 17.3. Charlie has evented, done dressage, done show jumping. We're hoping this year that we're going to get him back into doing dressage with me. That would be nice. Charlie is an amazing young man, and he is also a rare breed. He is a Grand Ardennes. So he is quite the man. And before you ask, yes, Charlie has 3 children, and they're all up in Manchester. So this is Mr. Charlie.